guys doing? I want to humbly welcome you to a new series that's going to be on the channel starting today, or whenever this is uploaded. I'm recording this a bit early, so you know how it goes. But I will be doing essentially like a food review from all types of different places. You'll see what I'm doing today in a second. It's very cool. It does have to do with Boar's Head. For those of you that have been around on my channel for a little while, I love Boar's Head. Love doing all types of stuff with their products. So yeah, one of their things is going to be my first review today. But basically, how these are going to go. Since this is a new series, I want to explain it to you. Basically, I'll just be getting all types of different like foods and meals from like different establishments like grocery stores, fast food places, really just wherever I want to go and get stuff like that. But my goal with this series is to kind of point out like unique things that like I don't really see people like eating every day or making some big craze about. Like if I go to a fast food place, I'm gonna order something like unique, maybe like maybe not like one of the more popular menu items that you see every single day. I really want to make it like an intricate series where I review like strange and cool foods that you guys might or might not know about. So yeah, we're gonna go ahead and start off with what our meal is here. We have a nice side of Lay's chips, of course the original flavor. We have my drink, which is Arizona iced tea, the peace tea, the razzleberry, which I'm really excited to try. I haven't tried any of the peace tea flavors yet, so very excited to try that. And then our main course here will be the Boar's Head honey maple turkey sub from Publix. So that's what we're going to be trying today. So basically, I'll show off the sub in a second. I kind of just want to go over like what the criteria will be for foods like this. So just to generally give you guys a roadmap of like what we'll be doing with the food and kind of how we'll be reviewing it going forward with the channel here. So how I'm gonna, go ahead and start to do the criteria like right off the bat here is go ahead and rate my experience with the establishment. Of course, very hardworking people are preparing these foods. I want to highlight the good things that I saw out of them, and then we'll kind of be moving on onto the presentation, how the food is packaged or wrapped, and just generally presented. So that's kind of the next step there. Then when we finally eat the food, I'll kind of go over like what's in it, what what it has, what it consists of, and just generally review like each aspect of the food or the meal, just in its entirety. Of course, I'm not going to be eating like this entire sub right now. It's in two halves. I'm only going to be doing like one of the half wraps for this video. But I am very excited to get into this, so let's just go ahead and start reviewing this sub. I've been talking for way too long, so let's go ahead. Undo the packaging there. Oh. Alright, so just gonna leave this. Put that over there. So this is the first half of the wrap. First of all, let's go ahead and start with the steps I literally just told you about. The establishment. So I got this through the Publix deli subs. I believe it's a pretty popular thing with like people that shop at Publix a lot. But if you don't shop at Publix or you just don't know it's there, a lot of the delis in my area do have like some kind of sub bar where you can order these custom made subs. So what I did is I was about to go through the food items, but yes, establishment first. I had a very great experience with the establishment. Awesome workers, awesome people checking me out. I always love my Publix employees. Just all around great people, always running a great establishment. So 10 out of 10 there in that aspect. Always going to be a 10 out of 10 with Publix. So I'm going to go ahead and unwrap here. presentation. Very good presentation so far. Pretty solid submarine sandwich. We have, you can see the meat in there, as well as the cheese. So let's go over what some of this stuff is. So I got the honey maple turkey, of course, with the yellow American cheese, and I got a little bit of the Pepper House Gourmet spread on the bread. I mean, they loaded up with the stuff, so I wanted to make sure I got something I liked. As much as I love Boar's Head honey mustard, I went with the Pepper House this time because it's just one of my favorite spreads. It has a very smoky flavor that I really, really like. And I just got some lettuce and onions on top of all of that. So let's just go ahead and dig in, see what it's like. Very good so far. Oh yeah, the wonderful thing about these subs is with like mostly Boar's Head products, you can just taste everything going together so well because that's just what it's made for, you know. It's really, really nice. I like it. Very good, very good. It's kind of weirdly off-putting here. Just kind of eating a sub in front of a camera because usually I'm doing like whatever else, watching YouTube, talking with people, or whatever. And like it's just, I'm not used to just eating in front of a camera like this, unless it's for like other videos. Of course, I've done it for, but just eating a regular sub. It's a little awkward on my own, you know. But you know what makes up for that? Is the quality of this sub so far. It's very, very nice. Love the bread. Really, really love the bread. They do a very good sub bread. I believe they source it straight from the bakery in the store, so that's awesome. It's like all like store brand stuff. It's just a really awesome sub bar. I definitely taste the smokiness of the Pepper House sauce, as well as the slight kick from the onions and the lettuce as well. Very nice touch to the sandwich, but we're just gonna kind of keep going here and see how this plays out. Right. Got my food flying everywhere. I'm sorry. Move my camera up a little, since we already have the food. Since we already kind of have the food showing off, you don't have to see my big ass forehead and the very top of the frame for the whole video. And this is a very good sandwich, though. I love this sandwich so much. No. Sorry, I don't want to talk too much with my mouth full. I don't want to be rude to you guys. But admittedly, I've never even tasted the honey maple turkey from Boar's Head. Of course, I've tasted a ton of their other meats, but honey maple I just never really got around to. The honey maple ham is very good. I've had that on many occasions, but the turkey I've just never gotten around to trying. This is very, very good. You can definitely taste the sweetness of the turkey. It's very pronounced in the sandwich, and mixing that with something a little more heavy, like the Pepper House sauce, is just, they clash very well together. They contrast each other very well. I feel like, so very, very good in that aspect. course, the rest of the sandwich, the cheese, the lettuce, the onions, just blends together so well. Would definitely recommend something like this to any of you out there looking for a nice lunch item. Something I'd also like to mention is I'm going to be a little bit of a econ nerd for 1 second here, but I will also be rating the price. Now, a lot of people think inflation is a big factor in how a lot of this fast food stuff is priced nowadays, but it's actually not as present as you might think, which is fine. I mean, the economy is a very complicated subject that I don't want to get into over a food review, but competitive pricing is a very strategic thing for a lot of these companies, so I will be factoring in that as well. The cheaper the price for the more value you get within the food will be rated. So this sub was only $10, not this half, the whole sub. So double this like half wrap that I'm eating here, and that's the whole sub. That whole sub was about $9.60, which is a pretty good price. Sorry, I would say for a full sub sandwich. And a really good one at that, with like so many Boar's Head products on one sandwich. I would say $10 is a fair price. I would rate it an 8 out of 10 because, of course, I don't think there's any more value to be had, but I think that $10 could be a bit of a steep price for some people to pay for a sub sandwich. But I think overall it's still a fair price and a very good price that I paid for this sandwich. So let's go ahead and just keep chowing down. Very, very yummy. Before we finish off the sandwich, let's go ahead and have some chips. Enjoy some of these Lay's classics. Some will say it's a very basic flavor of chip. I believe the Lay's classic. Sorry, you hear my icebox going off back there. I'm so sorry. Shut up. I'm eating food. Okay. Anyway, some will say that the classic Lay's are a very basic flavor of chip, but I believe that their originality is a very good quality. I mean, they're a classic chip. It's Lay's potato chips, man. I'll end up doing like other sub reviews and stuff like that, and I'll get like other chips and stuff with meals and all that. So you guys will see me reviewing, different chips as well. I mean, of course, not as important as like the actual food, but I do want to kind of rate like the actual meal on top of just like the courses itself. So, the Lay's chips will factor in. I love these things. So they're not gonna have as much weight as the sub, as far as my criteria goes, but they will definitely be a factor in how I rate this meal. Lay's good chips. I firmly believe that Lay's will never miss. Alright. I'll finish those off in a few minutes. Just wanted to kind of mix it up there. Let's go ahead and finish off first half of our sub sandwich. Finish up my review of this main course. You just can't beat this. You just can't. All right. And that concludes the existence of that half of my sub. Let's go ahead and crack open some iced tea. We'll go ahead and talk about that experience that I just had. Oh my god. First of all, that raspberry is very good. Arizona never misses with their flavors. I'm addicted to Arizona lately. Oh my god. These things are like, if they were not 99 cents, they would be the biggest investment of my life. But that's besides the point. The point is, the drink is very good, and it goes along very well with the meal. So, let's go ahead and conclude. Let's go ahead and conclude our review of the Boar's Head submarine sandwich. So, I'm gonna go ahead and give it a 10 out of 10 for experience at the establishment. I'll probably put something over here. Hold on. We're gonna go ahead and give it a 10 out of 10 for presentation. Very nice presentation. I mean, exceeds the quality of most of your fast food sub sandwiches. You know, they wrapped it up very nicely for me. They made it right in front of me. Just very nice presentation overall, even when it was being made. So, 10 out of 10 for both of those. As far as the actual food itself, I would give it about a 9 out of 10. You know, I don't believe any food is really necessarily perfect. And I'm just giving it a 9 because, you know, sub sandwiches aren't like usually my go-to food when I'm like craving something for lunch. So, you know, solely based on that fact, I'm gonna give it a 9 out of 10, but, you know, on all other accounts, it was a very good sandwich. I really enjoyed eating that just now. And, you know, it comes with chips as well. excuse me, you can combo it. And so, for the quality, of course, I think that brings us to is the price. And of course, as I mentioned earlier, I would give that an 8 out of 10, a very fair price for the value you're getting with the sandwich. And of course, don't forget, I have a whole other half here, so the individual wraps I think are just about $6.50, which is a bit more of a contentious price in my opinion, but still a very good value there. Just maybe inaccessible to those that are looking for a smaller, more inexpensive meal. So all around, I would give this meal a 9 out of 10. I think is really what that adds up to. So I really enjoyed reviewing this for you guys. I'm gonna go ahead and finish off my tea here and start editing this video, and I will see you all on the YouTubes. Peace.